Today I have an interesting topic to discuss with you. Like human, fish like varieties in their day to day feeding. So today I will show you 5 fish food which I use on day to day basis and we will rate them on the scale of 1 to 5. Let's start with frozen bloodworm first. This is a staple diet that had been in hobby since its inception, and you can pretty much see why it is among the favorite. If I talk about the nutritional value of bloodworm, then I must tell you that bloodworm doesn't actually have much nutritional value, but it is something that mostly fish keepers use to entice fish to feed. Sometimes what happens, you bring in one fish which is quite stressed and not accepting food. In this situation, bloodworm is mostly offered. I do have a fridge full of bloodworm in my stock, but still I don't use it on day-to-day basis. I use it as a treat. As you can see, I'll definitely rate it 4.5 out of 5. The next thing that we will try is again bloodworm, but this is the big variety. So during our last Thanksgiving, there had been a huge discount going on in pet store, and I used it to gather a huge supply of two different types of bloodworm. This one which you are looking at is the big one. The bloodworms are quite big in size and quite juicy, and that is the reason fish like it better in compared to the earlier version. As the bloodworms are frozen, so the fish are eagerly waiting for the ice to melt. My fish love this big juicy bloodworm, and you can pretty much tell it by the way they are attacking it. One thing again I must reiterate is even this big bloodworm doesn't possess much nutritional value. I use it as a treat or when I am planning to shoot a video of my fish. The fish you are looking at are mostly Moncosia picheri or diamond tetra. We do have some Colombian tetra and ember tetra in the mix as well. I was able to grab the small portion which was taken away by the current, and you can see my fish are pretty happy after getting it back. It's always fun to feed bloodworm to fish, but I'll definitely not recommend bloodworm to be fed on regular basis. Otherwise, your fish will not even accept any other type of food. So in my opinion, I will give a 5 out of 5 when it comes to how much your fish like the food. Next item is frozen adult brine shrimp. Now one thing I must clarify in this regard, the way we are rating the food is on the basis of whether my fish like it or not. It's definitely not on the basis of nutritional value. Brine shrimp is more nutritional in compared to bloodworm, and this particular brine shrimp had been raised on spirulina powder, which is highly nutritious. But my fish don't like it the way they like bloodworm. You can see they're pretty much hovering below the food, but they're not taking the plunge to take a bite. So here I am trying to melt the ice and distribute the food. They're picking up the portion which are becoming loose from the cube. They're not attacking the food the way they were doing it in case of bloodworm. It looks like fish and human both have knack towards comfort food or non-nutritional food, it seems. So finally they are taking some bites out of the chunk. Frozen or live adult brine shrimp is very nutritional when it comes to fish health. That is the reason they are costly as well. I tend to purchase in bulk so that I have many to spare in my fridge. These cost me less as well. Adult brine shrimp can be cultured at home as well. Maybe I'll create a separate video for that. In my opinion, fish always prefer live food in compared to dried or flake food. In past I have cultured grindle worm, white worm, and these food are mostly used by seasoned hobbyists to prepare their fish for breeding. If I judge by the way my fish ate the brine shrimp chunk, then I will rate brine shrimp 3.5 out of 5. Next food is tetra shrimp wafer, and let's see whether my fish like it or not. Tetra shrimp wafer has shrimp in it, and if you ask me, this food is pretty good. It's mostly used for bottom dwellers, but this particular tablet you can stick it on the glass and you can enjoy watching your fish nibbling on it. But my fish don't like it much, hence 2 out of 5. The last food that we will try today is tetra colored flake food, which I feed my fish on daily basis. I had been quite a fond of tetra foods, especially the tetra color and the various flex food they offer. The most astonishing fact about the tetra food is you can find it everywhere. Starting from Walmart to fish store, you'll find it everywhere. So when I don't have time to go to pet store, I completely rely on tetra color flake food. I can't say whether it actually improves color or not, but definitely this food is quite good. It has quite nutritional value, and I'll say my fish accept this food as well. They are not crazy about it the way they are crazy about bloodworm, but so far when they are hungry they will consume it at large quantity. Another benefit of flake food is at the beginning it will float at the surface and eventually it will drown. So starting from top level to mid level to bottom level, this food serves everyone. I use it as a staple food for all types of my fish. Other than these 5 types of food, I also feed north fin and bug bites to my fish. In my experience, these are pretty decent fish food. So now if you compare the rating, you will notice the fish like the nutritional food less in compared to the comfort food. It is just as same as the human. I don't know the exact reason behind it, but I can tell you that we actually evolved from a fish. If you Google the word tiktaalik, that is basically the first fish which took step in land. And that fish is basically the common ancestor of all the mammals which live in earth today. I hope you like this short video. If yes, then don't forget to share it with your friends and family. I'll see you in next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.